Streaming live on WHITradio.org from High Tech High School in North Bergen, New Jersey, it's the Triple Decker Show. I'm your announcer Maxwell, and now your host Ahmed.
Good afternoon, I'm your host Ahmed, and with me today is Maxwell, behind the glass of Cheyenne, and today's topics are, we're going to go into detail on a no murder charge, and we're going to explain what happened. Do we need a middle class president? And a 4-year-old girl wanting a slushie, and we're going to go into more detail about what we really mean by that. So let's start by, a no murder charge. So what happened here, a former nurse's aide will not face the murder charges for allegedly cutting and removing an unborn baby from the mother's womb. The mother, Michelle Wilkins, answered a Craigslist ad for baby clothes on March 18th. When she arrived at the perpetrated seller's house in Longmont, she was attacked, beaten, cut open, and her fetus was removed. The baby did not survive. Wilkins was treated at a hospital and later released. The alleged attacker, Danelle Lane, 34, is being held on a $2 million bond. So the crazy thing here, after the attack, prosecutors said it may be hard to muster a murder charge. In Colorado, state law does not recognize a fetus as a person unless it is capable of surviving for a period of time outside the womb, and a prosecutor said then. So Max, he killed, I guess they say it was fetus, so it wasn't like born yet, but in Colorado, that doesn't really qualify as a murder. So that's that's really shocking. And then for the victim, she was bleeding and stunned in a stranger's basement. Wilkins managed to lock herself in a room to prevent any further violence. She called 911 and did what she could to stem the bleeding. And she was covered in blood, CNN's Aaron Burnett said. Wilkins reached out for his hands for comfort. He held them and listened to her. She didn't, and the sad thing is, she didn't even know she no longer had the child in her. She didn't know the child died. And for the cause, there's more than $73,000 of the $75,000 goal already that the people are raising money for her. So she's $2,000 off her goal, which is very generous.
Wow, holy crap! This guy, I don't think he had those baby clothes.
Yeah, I'd like
that
to do the
is
same.
crazy.
And something
Words-
else I left out.
Words cannot describe
Something
how
else I left out.
shocking
Yeah, for the
this
mom.
is
No, I know it really
for
is. It's surprising.
everyone. I
Yeah.
cannot even fathom, and I'm not even the baby carrier.
Something else. The mom was supposed to have the baby, I think, in November, right? November. But
And
then the doctor pushed it to December, and then he pushed it to January, and it's March, and she still didn't have the baby. So
Holy crap!
that's very strange. Why they keep pushing it back and back and back, further and further. So that's something else that should really catch someone's eye. That should be brought up too.
Well, babies are complicated before they're born, and
Mhm.
premature babies, and holding your baby for an extra few months. But the mother could have health
From
issues.
December
that
to
could
March, so that's it's a
I know,
long
but
time.
the mother could have serious health issues that could wildly inflict on the baby.
Mhm.
So but I don't think we should worry about that right now because this guy just cut out this lady's baby.
Yeah, I know. And
Oh
he
my
really
God!
didn't have a
Does
reason.
he have any his background as a doctor? Did he even know what he's doing? What
No.
was his objective? Why would someone do
It was
this?
just a Craigslist ad for baby clothes, and then he came, and then that's what he did. I
Oh
really
my
don't know why he did it. There's no history between the two people whatsoever, so I don't know why he'd wanted to do something like that.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's a really good thing, generous thing that the people of the community are doing. How they're raising money for her. It's
Yeah.
that's very generous of them, and it's very heartwarming that they're actually doing something like that.
Yeah.
So Max, the next story is a question. Do we need a middle class president?
What do you mean?
Yeah, let me explain. So, the presidents in the past, they've had two qualities, being fabulously rich, or
Fabulously rich?
yeah, or successfully pretending they're not. So I just like
So they're either rich
or pretend they're rich.
they're rich and they're pretending that they're not rich.
They're pretending that they basically. So I wanted to ask you, do you think a lot of American people, middle class people, they make an average? I don't even know how much money per year, maybe around 60,000 or something like that. I'm
not sure about like middle class middle class like income, but most presidents, or all the presidents that have been upper class, they have been upper class because of the jobs that they had before becoming a president. Because like you need like to go like into some serious political stuff before you can even think about running for president.
Yeah.
And those things are really important. So I think that they would pay really well. So if we have someone running for president who is middle class, that kind of, if you start thinking outside the box a little bit, middle class probably didn't have a very important job before.
The example right now I have actually is the governor for Indiana.
Oh, the governor for Indiana.
Yeah, and his income, like based on income, every year he makes $150,000, and that's the least for people running to become president for 2016. He's at the bottom of the list.
Well, $150,000 a year salary would not be so bad. I mean,
but do you think people would be more comfortable with someone like having a middle class job, like not having that much money with him being president, instead of like someone always rich, they have millions and millions of dollars?
Well,
I don't
could I
think.
ask a question?
Yeah.
What exactly would you be trying to achieve with a middle class president? Like, what would be the benefits? Do you think that this person would have a better outlook on the middle class?
Yeah, that's the argument I'm trying to put up right now.
It's hard to say that, because just because someone is middle class doesn't mean that they have a very broad mindset. It's almost like saying every poor person it's almost like saying every poor person relates with every other poor person. It's hard to really find someone. It's hard to find people these days with very ambiguous minds.
That's true, but I feel like someone like that would have an easier time. Like he could relate to them easier than a rich person could. I think that's probably the best. And it still really didn't happen in a long time. No one's really been middle class. And if the president themselves wasn't rich, they had family or like friends. Yeah, okay. They either had family or like friends that had millions and millions of dollars that helped them out. So
You know what? I don't think that people should care if he's middle class or not.
Yeah.
But way too many people, and I sometimes do it too.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit of a hypocrite. But people read books by their covers all the time. They're so
That's
quick
true.
to judge, and they think someone's not that great because of what they don't have or what they do have or whatever it may be. But maybe he should show the public, that he's got the skills to pay the bills.
All right. That was nice, Max. So, Max, let's end the show with a story you found about a 4-year-old girl.
Okay, so this 4-year-old girl in Philadelphia wandered out of her house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
She found her way to a bus, and you may be wondering why this 4-year-old is wandering around outside in Philadelphia at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, it is a very simple explanation. The same reason any 4-year-old would wander around Philadelphia at 3 o'clock in the morning. She would like a slushie. I would wander outside 3 o'clock in the morning for a slushie. She was flagged down by a SEPTA bus. She told the driver that she wanted to go get a slushie, and that she was just like sitting in the seat, swinging her little feet. And the bus driver took her to a police station.
Okay.
And tried to get in contact with her parents.
And they eventually did, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And then she got her slushie.
Okay. All right, so thank you for watching, and thanks to our panel, Maxwell, and thanks you to Cheyenne for working the board. I'm Ahmed, and this is the Triple Decker Show on WHSCRadio.org.